We just happen to be on the internets. This is El Viejo Toro of the Fancy Action Now, and this is my official trailer reaction to Techland's upcoming masterpiece, which is Dying Light 2 Stay Human. Wow. Dying Light, one of my favorite games of all time. Dead Island, even a higher on the list of favorite games of all time. Dead Island, I have so many hours. That is such a cathartic game. I love it. So Techland, you could say, you know, I'm a Techland supporter. Dead Island has been a game I have owned on every system, PC, Xbox, PlayStation, you name it. I own it. Dead Island. I have a collector's edition, and it is just amazing stuff. The gameplay loop of Dead Island and then onto Dying Light is absolutely addictive and enjoyable and relaxing. And I mean, again, I can come home and play Dead Island for an hour or two, or I can play Dying Light for an hour or two and just completely chill out and get into the world and just love it. So even to this day, Dead Island still impresses me with its look, feel, and atmosphere and gameplay loop, and it is absolutely timeless. So I want to jump in and have a look at this trailer like right away. Let's go ahead and do it. To avoid spoilers, thank you.
Hey everyone. We've been quiet for some time, since, like the rest of the world, we had some unforeseen hurdles to clear. But the wait is over.
I like that.
Let's dive into the open world of Dying Light 2.
Let's just ride him down. Wow.
The last slice of Dying Light 2 showcased the mission from the main storyline.
You get after those fuck.
You saw how your decisions influenced the narrative and notably changed the environment. This time, we want to give you a broader look at the game and a sneak peek at some of the things we'll be talking about in upcoming months.
That environment just looked like somewhere I don't want to be,
In
man.
Dying Light 2, you become Aiden Caldwell, an outsider trying to unravel a tangled mystery from his past. Its trail leads him to the city, probably the last bastion of mankind.
Reminds me of Tokyo Jungle a little bit.
Shit.
At first, you feel like this intense, brutal place will tear you apart. But then you meet the Night Runners, veteran survivors who help people in better days.
By the way, I'm Hakon.
You were a night runner. You used to help people, remember?
Night runners are gone. Finished. A myth.
We'll reestablish them.
And although it's not entirely clear you can trust them, you need allies in the dark.
You get that Hellraiser
Modern dark
clicker
It's been 15 years
vibe
since
going
the
there.
apocalypse, and the world has changed. The old civilization has fallen, but a new one has been built on its ashes.
Right. Welcome to the new world.
People fight desperately for scarce resources. The rules are broken, and weakness is punished.
She's innocent.
3 factions struggle for position in the city.
A little bit of frontier law.
Themselves on being able to adapt to any circumstances and
Cabbages!
safe zones almost
The secret to any society is cabbage.
peacekeepers, loyal soldiers who want to impose their version of law.
No cabbage, no civilization.
Renegades, ex-prisoners serving their ruthless colonel, seeking to become sole rulers of the city.
Warlords, very Mad Max.
Wolves. Making token.
Use these factions to reach your goal. Help or harm them to reshape the city to your liking. Just remember, each faction contains complex characters.
You hope.
Nosy Parker, ain't ya? Got some kind of bad habit of yours?
So, will you follow cold calculation or your heart?
The bazaar needs good people. help us and you'll find a home here.
Some in the city offer no chance for an alliance. Bandits, outlaws, and common thugs live only to plunder and
Common
the
thugs.
streets into chaos.
Yeah, the blood effects are very interesting. Good night, good luck, baby. Yeah. Don't miss that line.
As the light fails, monsters crawl out of hiding to prey on the poor souls caught outside the safety of UV rays. Hordes of infected pour into the streets like the
I always love like the rescue worker guys that are turned
the deadly spawn of
and wearing their
15
gear.
years of
Oh,
mutation and evolution.
hello. Oh, bruh. Things have gotten weird, baby.
Your only escape? Exploit the city's verticality and flee to the roofs.
Yeah, to be honest, like, it was a cool concept in Dying Light 1 at night, and I got better at fighting them and killing them. But you could exploit terrain big time with them.
Even greater threat.
And they were a little bit two-dimensional. They just came right at you. They just hoarded your ass, you know, that was it.
Nests rife with infected during the day now lie empty. To explore them, you must tread carefully. But those brave enough to face the terrors of the night can loot a jackpot.
Uh-oh. What's gonna happen now? You gonna take a chance? Hey, I just found this. Let me shoot myself up with it.
All the tools you need to survive.
Wow. Yeah, the parkour has always been really good.
Extraordinary parkour skills allow you to navigate even the most treacherous terrain.
So they've got everything yellow color-coded, basically. Look at that artwork there. That was bizarre. Yeah, see, this is what gets addictive. Like, you get good at that,
And your parkour acrobatics to save your life.
and it's just game on, bro.
Enemies head on.
For hours, you'll just run around and just do random shit.
Resourceful.
Like, that's what's great about it. It's like very Skyrim in the sense, like, it's less, the quests are great. Story is good, but it's really about running around.
And well executed.
Maybe I should let the guy talk. Look at that. Ah.
Even the most brutal
Visceral, bro. Visceral.
you have multiple ways to hone your skills toward the gameplay style that's
Now that was, you see that
it's up
that
to you
targeted body
to
damage?
on mobility and
Nice.
parkour,
And really, when you're like
blunt force
in the
combat.
loop, man, you really feel that
Master
stuff.
approach, where the tools you've created get the job done. Every ability you
Get the
learn
job
will be a
done.
game-changer and possibly a new
That's what
phase
this
of
game's all about, too. Boom.
Things move fast and quick in Dying Light 2. Each moment matters. Each move could mean triumph or defeat.
I like this guy's voice, but it's almost like he's trying to sell me a credit
Choose
card.
your actions and friends carefully. Everything you do in the city can reshape the game.
Oh, nice.
Change the course of the narrative and decide the fate of the city's residents.
Oh, hell.
Most importantly, you decide your own.
Guy was just like taken out, man.
Make sure to stay human.
You gonna go hybrid? There we go again. Nice. Fourth quarter. Great time to drop this bad boy. Fantastic. Stay human. Pre-order now. I'm not a big fan of we're gonna stop that right there on Mr. True Green. Oh, Mr. True Green, I am truly, truly sorry. We're not doing that, baby.
This is the first smart wallet.
It is.
Really?
Oh my god, it's entrepreneurs in cars, bro. You got a bunch of YouTubers advertising crap. All right, we'll leave it. We'll leave it right there, man. Hey, man, this is live. This is live TV, baby. This is how it is. So want to say that wow, I want to react to that. It is amazing. We can just pull that aside and just do that. There you go. So they're amazing games. Techland did the right thing with waiting and releasing it later on and having it a little bit more polished and a little bit more settled. Again, they've got all this time from now until fourth quarter to polish, to acquire revenue through pre-order. Again, I'm always like 50-50 on pre-orders, but if it's something I'm interested in, then a lot of times I'm like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and go for that. Look at that. That's weird. I don't get a little shadow going. So, yeah, I'm definitely interested in this game. I'm interested in picking it up. I'm interested in possibly pre-ordering the game, which to me is like the highest praise. If I'm out here going, hey, I'm thinking about pre-ordering this title, I think that tells you all you need to know. I mean, I'm a huge fan of their whole catalog. So it's like, I'm in, okay? I'm in, Techland. I'm in, all right? Send me a preview copy. I definitely want to be part of this game as it comes out and to enjoy, what it has to offer. I was kind of a late adopter for Dying Light, the original game, and I picked it up way after it came out and really got into it far down the road, even after the following was released. So I'm probably going to be a little bit earlier. I'm probably going to be a little bit more Johnny on the spot with Dying Light 2. I highly recommend this game. It hasn't even released yet, and I recommend this game. Techland puts out a quality product, and nothing that they've ever made has been a serious disappointment to me. So again, it's kind of like, hey, I drive this particular car. I've owned 3 of them. Am I interested in their next product, the next car, the next release? Yeah, I am. It's like, yeah, I'm good with my brand right over here. So Techland, my brand, awesome. I'm so excited to see Dying Light 2. I think this is going to be a ground shaker. I truly do. And I'm excited by what I see. And one thing I have to give them on their trailer. How many trailers have we seen, even just this year? So far this year, how many trailers have we seen where there's no actual gameplay? It's just a bunch of freaking cutscenes, And they showed us some cutscenes, but that was like 10% maybe 15, 20 at the most, not even 20. It was all gameplay. They're focused on the gameplay loop. That's what they do well. That's what they're experts at. And that's what they know we want to see. We want to see that loop. We want to see that gameplay. And that's what they gave us in the trailer. That was all gameplay. Except for like 10% of it. They didn't get into the skill trees or the inventory or the crafting. No, you're running around, you're parkour, you're taking the heads off of zombies, you're getting to see some of the special infected or whatever you want to call it. That's what we want to see. And I was impressed. I'm like, that was a game player's trailer. That was a Techland player's trailer. And I am so impressed. So a lot of you that watch my content know that I have kind of a neutral attitude. Hey, I like what I see. Let's see what happens. Borderlands review, Outer Worlds. Some of the more popular trailer reactions that I've done. I'm like, hey, I like what I see. I'm excited. This has potential, but let's see where this goes and where that goes. This game, I'm very confident in, and I would give it a buy recommendation right now. Right now. I saw what I needed to see, and I think that's what they did as well with the fans. They're like, look at the gameplay. This is what you want. We know what you want. We know what you like. And we had to take some time and to solidify the formula of what we're planning for this game. We want this to be important. We want this to be a big deal. We want this to satisfy our fan base. That's what I saw in that trailer. It was solid gameplay with a little sprinkle of cutscene, and that's what I want to see. Like, Anthem had like a sprinkling of gameplay with a bunch of cutscenes. I mean, it's just like, to me, if Techland is bragging about the gameplay loop, not how pretty the cutscenes look, not the game engine that nobody likes to use. It's like they're like, we went in, we're giving you this gameplay, we're showing you what you're getting. We're not flashing a bunch of nonsense and a bunch of tiered releases, and I mean, just, oh my God, bro. Thank you, Techland, for showing how it's done. So this is my trailer reaction to Dying Light 2. That trailer was exactly what it needed to be. They picked a beautiful, beautiful release date for this bad boy. And this is going to rock the house. This is going to be some of the most satisfying gameplay. And if you notice, like Dying Light, once it released, how much gameplay and videos and walkthroughs and speed runs and the amount of content for as long as it ran. Like a lot of games, what's a good example of something recently? But like Biomutant. Everybody's going to be a Biomutant fan for like a week or two, and then it's just going to disappear for the next thing. Dying Light was able to kind of penetrate, if I could use that word, penetrate into the zeitgeist, into YouTube and Twitch and things a long way after, and the DLC too, a long way after that game released. They were penetrating because the gameplay loop, the tutorials, the hint guides, the secret shit, the how-tos, the again, the speed runs, the crafting. I mean, there was so much content produced for such an extended period of time for Dying Light, and there was a reason for that. So I am very bullish on this game. I love to see the parkour. I love to see that it is a upscaled version of the original game, which was very enjoyable. Now, the only thing I really didn't like was like the ending with the quick times. I'm like, you fight the guy. It's great. It's on a skyscraper and stuff like that. But I'm like, oh, it's a quick time battle. I don't want a quick time battle. I developed all of these skills throughout the game. And now I want to use them to beat the big bad, right? I want to use them. I was a master by the time I got to him. I mean, he was just dust in the wind. I like pushed him aside, but and then it put me into like a quick time, and I'm like, A, X, Y, it's just like that was okay. But it was anticlimactic, and then I just went back and just ran around and did what I wanted to do, just ran around, did parkour, and fought zombies, and I just got better and better at dealing with the nighttime zombies to the point where it was like almost a non-factor, where I would go where I wanted at night. Again, I got good to the point, and I built my guy up where I went where I wanted, even at night. And, that was a very empowering thing, where you start off and you're like freaking terrified to go out there at night and just get ganged by these bastards, But I got to the point where I was like, oh yeah, fine. And I would just, yes, would I be cheap? I would be cheap. I would exploit the environment. But then I'd also go toe to toe. With them when I felt like it, And I was like, oh, okay, now I've developed myself to the point where I could just go at nighttime. I was like, well, I want to go here, but it's night. I got to wait, or I got to, I really want to go do that. And then I got to the point where I'm like, I'll go wherever I want at night in Dying Light. And you know, that was powerful. Far more powerful than the boss was defeating that environmental hazard on the regs, just on the regs. Like, I will go and I will deal with them and I'll avoid them and I'll manipulate them and I'll kill them when I want. And, you know, it's like that was really cool when you got to that point where that was no longer a negative factor. That was now no longer a deciding factor of whether or not I went somewhere. So, you know, that is a brilliant game as far as that goes. So, yeah, you got my buy right now. Techland, you got my buy. All right, this is LB Outdoor Fancy Action now, and let's run the outro. Booyah!